Hello friends, good morning. So let's see what to read in the Indian Express newspaper today. So on the front page we have Supreme Court's latest ruling on EC's role revision. Go through the news briefly, important from the perspective of electoral reforms GS2. Another important news from the perspective of sports prelims is Divya beating Humpy in chess. Particularly that news, you can get a prelims question on that particular news. This particular case study is important on page 4. Note down this particular case study. You can utilize it in your society answers. Modi's NEP statement, again important. Whole analysis of NEP important from the perspective of education GS2. India's first heavy water upgrade facility important from the perspective of GS3. Energy, nuclear power plants particularly. Maharashtra's latest policy on social media important from the perspective of GS2, GS4 governance. UP's this case study also you note down from the perspective of river rejuvenation particularly. You can get a question on that particularly in GS1 and 2. On the editorial page now we have the analysis of India-China relations from the perspective of recent dam building activity of China. Particularly India-Maldives relation, important analysis from the perspective of again GS2. On page 11 we have an analysis of ICJ's advisory opinion, important from the perspective of GS3 environment. This particular article here analyzes presidential reference from the perspective of GS2, important. On page 13 we have 5 years of NEP, important from the perspective of again prelims as well as mains. Thailand, Cambodia, ceasefire and overall issue analysis is important. So from the perspective of economics, this particular news is important. The revision of base year, how it changed Nigeria GDP is important. Again the update on Thailand, Cambodia ceasefire, go through it. What Trump is saying latest on the tariff war is also important. On the economy page, we have India's latest analysis of Indian economy, go through that briefly. India-EU trade talks, again important article. Government working on living wage and difference between living and minimum wage is also important from the perspective of prelims as well as mains, GS3 particularly. On page 20 we have India versus Qatar when it comes to 2036 Olympic bid. So that particular analysis is important from the perspective of prelims. And stay tuned for daily analysis. Thank you.